Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil and we're Farmer Liv. And in today's video, and Nelly.
Bertie.
And Bertie, he's gone running again. And in today's video, here's a mess. We have got planning. For a farm shop,
Cafe,
and farm vintage machinery museum. And it's going out here behind us, the field along the road where our pumpkins are this year. So we're just on the laneway, the avenue into the farm, and it's going the other side of the landies. And we're just going to, this video is just going to be kind of a brief run through of what we're planning on doing, where we're planning on putting things, and our future plans for the farm. I know when we done our video down the yard and what we were planning on doing and that, we didn't talk about this, and the reason for that was we were kind of keeping it a secret, weren't we?
not a secret.
We're not a secret, but keeping it on the QT. We didn't want to publish it, put out there, just in case we'd have people that are begrudging, or there's people out there who want to make a nuisance of themselves, and we didn't want them to give them the opportunity to make a nuisance of themselves. As a neighbour said to me, you don't want to learn their names. So that's why we kept the everything on the QT, and we actually had planned on keeping it on the QT till we started work here, but local radio station picked up on that our planning was approved, and then they want to make a good news story out of it on a Friday. So I had done a quick interview with Shannon side there with the news presenter Daniel, and so yeah, the cat's out of the bag. So we want to fill everyone in on what we're planning on doing, and just a bit of information about it and what we're doing going forward. So we'll start at the top of the road and show you the augmented footage. So we're at the head of the road now, so we'll be starting by knocking a new entrance for the farm shop in here. So we're doing that so we can separate the farm and the house from the farm shop. So a new entrance is going in here, and we have a picture of what it should look like in 3 or 4 years time, which Liv will insert there magically. So in there, a new entrance is going into the farm shop, and we're in the field now with our pumpkins that are absolutely smashing it, going really well at the minute. So you can see we've our pigtails put out to kind of mark where everything is going. So where that pigtail is there, you could say the grass is going to be the new laneway in for the farm shop. We're going to get clay landscaped up along the wall there, and Liv wants to put in wildflowers for the bees. We also, good news on the bees, we have 2 hives now. Yeah. Well, you caught, well, while we were away, Father Phil heard the buzzing in the castle, went in to look. There was a swarm forming on a tree, so we rung Tom saved the day. Tom saved the day, come down, and not Tom Pemberton now, another Tom. Come, saved the day. He got the swarm caught and into another hive, so we now have 2 hives. Yeah. We're currently waiting for rain, thunderstorm to come, water the pumpkins, and Nellie's not one bit happy.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, so yeah, we're going to landscape that to have wildflowers and that in it.
Okay.
And she's not one bit impressed. Our car park is going to be where them 2 pigtails are there, the whole way back this way. So going in and then turning that way, or turning that way into car parking spaces. Now the pumpkins did get stretched out a bit. I think you didn't just realise where everything was. Yeah, when we started planting, so that's why we come out with the markers then to mark where everything was going, so we knew for future reference. But imagine car park is coming this way. Also there'll be parking along the laneway as well in for buses and that. Then between the next 2 pigtails that you can see is going to be a green space. So there'll be a lane in the middle going from the car park towards the farm shop, and on either side of that is going to be a green space, which we may put chickens in one, plant a tree in the other one. We don't really know what we're going to do there, but they're both going to be 2 green spaces heading to the farm shop. So then from the next 4 pigtails, now we measured this not very accurately, but it was to give us a rough idea of where everything was going. But the next 4 pigtails marks out the shed, so we're putting up quite a substantial shed.
Well, it's a shed with a lean-to, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a shed with a lean-to, so it's a 40 by 80 shed with a 20 odd foot lean-to to the front, and the main bulk of the shed is going to be a 4-bay shed is going to be for vintage machinery, for all our vintage machinery all over the yard. We're going to start tidying it up, washing it, dusting it, and putting it in here. So that, two things it's going to do is, one, it'll get out of the farm, and two, it's something for people to come and see, because there's some people have a great interest in the old vintage machinery, and we'll be putting a lot of it in here, trying to organise it as best we can. A bit of a museum as well of other things that we have, especially stuff that we found in the house, them old newspapers and stuff will be going in as part of the museum for people to look at. Onto the lean-to is going to be our farm shop, our seating area, and a cafe. So the cafe will probably just be coffees and stuff to get going, and then the farm shop is all self-explanatory. Hopefully planning then on the far end to put a bit of a paved area there, or a stoned area there, for some picnic benches and stuff like that, so people can come and sit outside and eat. So you can see our line of pigtails there, and that marks kind of the perimeter. So our plan is then to go put a hedge maybe 10 foot outside that, from there right across, and match up with the hedge over there, a full hedge that will kind of separate the shop from the field, plant it with native hedgerow species, holly, ash dieback is a bit of a problem, elderberries, that kind of stuff, a native hedge. So we're also going to plant maybe a couple of crab apples, we're not sure, but there's a hedge going to go in, lots of trees, lots of native Irish stuff along there to separate up there,
and to keep the birds and the bees happy.
Yes. Oh, Brett, probably see it now. Had to run up to the top of the field to get a top link for Father Phil. He's just going to spray the sunflowers, which I'll show you in a minute. Our plan is that what we're embarking on here is not going to be done overnight. It's going to take a couple of years, isn't it?
We're going to do it bit by bit.
We're going to do it bit by bit and see how we get on. Work our way into it, work our way into what works best, what open days we should be open, what hours we should be doing, and all of them kind of things. But the first thing we're going to get done is
car park.
Car park is first.
Pumpkins if we have nowhere to park.
Yes, so our first job is, and hopefully we'll be starting soon enough. Plan is car park will go in and we'll have it all finished for our pumpkin patch for this October. Our pumpkin patch this October, tickets will be going on sale in September, same as last year, only we hope to, provided these continue growing very healthily. They're flying at the minute, but we still have a long way to go till October. But provided these do very well, we're going to have a lot of tickets, as we've more than doubled what we saw in last year.
It shouldn't sell out as quickly.
Yeah, we're hoping that we should have to advertise the tickets.
And the tickets are more to just manage the crowd rather than anything.
Yeah, so the tickets are just for managing the crowd to space things out, and we may do it over more than 9 days. We may do it over 2 weeks. There's a lot of variables. We have to see how many of these grow, how many pumpkins per plant, and then see how much car parking space we have, and then divide everything by. So towards the end of September, we'll be doing our tickets for our pumpkin patch. And this is the main reason why we're doing this. And here we are on this barren ground here. Right around the field we've sown 4 meters of sunflowers with our drill. This is just a trial to see how they'll grow, will they grow, and just can we grow them, and can we grow them commercially, so to speak. So I'll never find a seed, I don't think, because they weren't put out overly heavy. No, I'm not going to find a seed, but anyways, the seeds are gone out here. Father Phil is just getting ready to spray them with pre-emergent spray to try and keep them clean. And this is the next thing we're going to be doing for the farm shop, is to see, can we grow sunflowers, can we do a sunflower patch to set up. Liv is having a look to see can she find a seed. We'll see if we can find a seed, because they should have germinated by now. Yeah, here's one. Yeah. So here we have our sunflower, and it's just germinated. Oh. So we put in 10,000 of them.
Flag! I've just been bitten again.
Again.
On my knee, through my leggings.
So that is our next project, is can we grow sunflowers. So as part of our pumpkin patch for this year, now we have them beside the house. We're going to have our car park in the field, and we hopefully will have a marquee with our shop and teas and coffees in it. we'll be picking the pumpkins out here this year. That is the plan. Hopefully ground conditions stay right for us, but you'll be picking them direct from where they were grown.
And we planted every single seed.
Every seed was planted.
Every plant came from a single seed.
Yeah, that Liv planted.
No, everyone did some. Troy
everyone tried on some. Rory and Kate done some. My mother done some. My father done some. Everybody put in a hand getting these. There's a lot of work to get these pumpkins this far, but hopefully there's a good yield of them for this year. Our plan then for next year is, if our sunflowers go right, our plan is that our sunflowers should be flowering a couple of weeks or around the same time of the pumpkin patch. We may be wrong, we're only after planting them. I know it's late, but sunflowers work on 120 days before flowering, so we're hoping that they'll flower around the same time, so it'll be an absolute spectacle to see the field. But if our sunflowers go right for us next year, this field behind us is going to be sunflowers. We'll be doing a sunflower patch next year, and hopefully as well as that we'll be doing a maze, and we'll be growing our pumpkins on the top fields. And our intention is, going forward with the farm shop, that we'll be rotating sunflowers, maize and pumpkins around the tillage fields at the house, so that we can do 3 events at the beginning to middle of August, right to the end of September, of events on the farm between sunflowers, maize and pumpkins. That's our plan. Eventually as well, this area here will be going into some kind of a paddock system or structure, so that we can put out some of pigs here, like chickens, ducks and geese, goats and things like that, so people, not so much a pet farm, but people can come out, have a look at the animals. Liv is doing weeding here now as she goes. We got her weed situation relatively under control in the field, but there's still a few that I think we're going to have to send Troy out with a hoe to do, aren't we?
I don't know, we'll see.
We'll see how they go, but the reason why we've expanded is our little farm shop we opened 2 years ago now.
3 years ago.
Is it 3 years ago? February 2020. So
this is the 3rd year.
This is our 3rd year in operation with the farm shop. Liv has outgrown it. No point in saying we've outgrown it, because I do very little in there. I go in there when someone's looking for something, it's like, what am I even doing in here? But Liv has outgrown the farm shop. You outgrow it really within the 1st year. And I'll never forget her first day open, we had 2 neighbours called into us. And now we have people coming on a regular basis. We have locals coming to buy beef on a regular basis, and we have people coming from all over the country, not even just the country, all over the world, to come see the shop. We had people from Australia, America, Austria, Netherlands, just in the last couple of months alone, to see our little farm shop and our little garage. And we've proved to ourselves and to Father Phil and Mother Phil that it's scalable and that it's working, and it wouldn't be possible. There's no way, if we didn't have this social media thing, the YouTube, the Instagrams and all that, would it be possible to do what we're doing?
It would take a lot longer.
I don't think it would be possible, to be honest. And so I want to give everyone a massive thank you, that everyone that supports us, whether you're local, far afield, whether you order beef boxes or merchandise, sending merchandise all over the place, massive thank you to you all, because we wouldn't be doing any of this if it wasn't for you, because you've given us the confidence that there's enough of a, enough of an audience or demand out there that we think that we can make this work and have a go at it. One of the reasons we're leaving it as an agricultural shed, it's basically like just a shed with a lean-to, is that if things don't work out, we still have a shed and a lean-to, but our goal is to try and make it work. And we're trying to just, it's mad to think we've come this far in such a short space of time. And one of the big reasons why we want to do this is because we've people coming from all over the place. When you come to see what we have, there's just the shop. At the minute there's a lot of chickens rambling around the house, but there's not a lot to see. And with people travel hours, there's people travel from all over the place, and it's very hard to spend much time here. And if I'm not here, and because we're also very close to Centre Parks, so we get quite a few people come out from Centre Parks.
So if we can draw more people out of Centre Parks.
Yeah, but it's part of it's just there's not a lot to see in that, and we want to have it that if when people come to visit the farm shop, that there's something to kind of keep you here. You can have a look at the few animals that's there, you can have a look at some of the vintage and historical stuff in the museum end of it, you can sit down, have a mug of coffee, and that there might be a lot of cattle or animals out the back. I hope to get emus or ostriches at some point just for the crack. That's kind of the plan why we want to do it. We want to have an attraction and something that'll outlast Farmer Phil, because ultimately everything has a time stamp on it, and I don't know is the best way of putting it, but like the channel's doing perfect at the minute. It's flying along there nicely, but at some point that'll plateau and it'll start to fall off, or maybe we'll get tired of it and we might have to slow down. But we need something that'll last longer, and we're hoping to build the brand the Stewart Family Farm to make it last longer than Farmer Phil. And that's really it. You anything you want to say?
No, I need to scratch my legs.
You scratch your legs. You live as clags at the minute are an awful curse, so there.
They don't get you.
No, they're used to me. They like the foreign blood. But yeah, so that is our plan. We are going full tilt, building a big farm, shop, cafe, vintage machinery museum. Hopefully in 3 to 4 years time, this view from behind us, I doubt I'll be, where is it? The corner of the car park. I'll stick that camera back there, and in 2 or 3 years time we'll have a look at what's sitting there behind us. When we do start to do work, when we start digging and tearing and erecting and all that, we'll film it obviously. We'll try and get some time-lapse cameras and that. But yeah, it's exciting times for us, because this is it, isn't it? This is the biggest thing that we've done so far. So yeah, it's all go around here. But once again, massive thank you to everyone that supports us. We couldn't do this without you. And we're going to leave it at that for today's video. Also, yes, that was it. Jersey beef back in the shop.
Yeah, picked them up today.
Pedigree Jersey beef back in the shop. So we have another Jersey boys freshly back. So if anyone's interested in getting some Jersey beef, you can head over to Stewart Family Farm, Longford, and order your box. Boxes will be going out Monday, so get in quick if you want to get a box, because I think last time we sold them in 3 hours. And to be honest, since we've done that video, we've been selling beef like there's no tomorrow. It's really done a great job for improving our sales of beef. But you want to get yourself some pedigree Jersey boy beef, get it while it's still there. And yeah, again, big thanks to everyone. That is it from us. Please like and subscribe to the channel.
Videos.
Every
Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday.
That is it from us.
Good luck.
Good luck.